Guys, in this video, which is going to be very brief, I'm capping myself at 5 minutes here because I'm losing my voice. And it's the night before the draft. I'm recording this on Wednesday, and I do need to get to bed because it's going to be a late night tomorrow and a full day of work during the day. But I have an article out there ranking the top 30 offensive tackles in this draft class. It comes with full player profiles on these tackles, the pros and cons of drafting them, what they need to work on, their physical measurements, their production. It's all in there, and it's all for free. And you can just look at it for yourself by clicking the link in the description, which will take you to my newsletter, right to this article you see in front of you, which will get you, again, breakdowns on all 30 of these guys. But for now, I just want to do a brief video, kind of just rolling through it, just introducing this whole thing to you so you know this is available. Just try and get some eyes on this. I'll run you through the rankings, and if you want to read it for yourself and get into it all, you can do that. But for now, let's just run through this whole pitches that I put together for these top offensive tackles. The guys who I think are viewed as locked in guys in the first round: Neal, Ikem, Ekwonu, Charles Cross. Those are the big three. And you got some guys who might sneak into the late first round or the early second round. Trevor Penning, who's just a very technically flawed player, 16 penalties this past year. Bernhard Raimann, who is very new to the position, but an older player. He's converted to end, still developing quite a bit. Tyler Smith, who's probably going to play guard the next level, in my opinion. I like him more as a guard. He had 16 penalties this past year. He's a technically flawed player. I get the upside, but still very technically flawed. Then we drop to the third round. Nicholas Petit-Frere is a guy who can make it that far. He can get down to the third round. He might even go in the fourth or fifth. But I still think he's maybe worth taking the shot for him in the third round. And you got Abraham Lucas there as well, who's a really good, really exceptional feat. There's some questions with his hands, his ability to use his hands properly, and then in the running game, it just doesn't offer you very much in the running game, but excellent in pass pro. Guys who can go in the third round or fourth round a little bit later on. Calendish is a zone tackle purely. Excellent movement skills, though. Rasheed Walker from Penn State, a guy who is very nimble with his footwork, pretty solid pass protection, but he's coming off his worst season. And he's not a true finisher in terms of blocks. He kind of just guides guys away from the tackle. Daniel Fellaille, a guy who I have cooled on quite a bit, and he looks like a guard, but in pass protection, he can't play guard because he's just too big to play guard. He'll get out-leveraged there. A lot of flaws in this game. Braxton Jones and Spencer Burford, 12 and 13 on my board here. Developmental guys, but really high upside. I liked a lot by Fault from Burford at UTSA. He's a little bit undersized, needs to add some more weight. Braxton Jones is probably like a 2 or 3 year project, but like 35.5 inch arms almost. That's rare, really rare to find that. And going down the board a little bit more, Max Mitchell, Vidarian Lowe, Matt Waletzko, from North Dakota, 36-inch arms. Again, a rare player from a physical standpoint, 6'8". Needs to pack on some more weight, try to get closer to 320, 325. But again, rare length and size. Obina Eze is a player who I've cooled on quite a bit. I used to have him higher. I've moved down the board quite a bit on him. Thayer Rosenthal came at 290 pounds. I think roughly 290 pounds at the combine. You can't play at that weight as a tackle. You need to be more than that. He needs to add almost 20 pounds of weight. And Ryan Van DeMark from UConn, one of the rare prospects from UConn who I think is worth a draft pick. And going down to the 7th round, these are guys you might take a flyer on. Luke Tenuta, Austin DeCoulis. I know some people are higher on him than I am. Some people view him as a guy who would go in the 4th round. And then just some more players down here I'm going to scroll through very quickly. You might know Tyler Vrabel. You might know Myron Cunningham. Bam Olaseni from Utah, 36.5-inch arms, 6'7", 348 pounds. All the physical tools, just completely unrefined. Only 1 year of play at the FBS level. So you need to develop him quite a bit. And he's an older prospect. Jordan Tucker from North Carolina will probably be a highly valued UDFA. Same with Jalen Mckenzie from USC. Really, this tackle class, the top 3 are by far the best, and it kind of drops off significantly after that. I don't know. There might be 10 guys that I consider capable of starting for you year 1. And that's probably where I would cap it for this tackle class. But for now, I'm going to end the video. And again, if you want to see all this for yourself, It's just in the description. Check out the link in the description. It'll take you right to this post. You can read all the prospect pitches I put together for you as well. And check out my other articles, which have much more in-depth views of prospects in this draft class, listing the pros and cons of drafting them, and giving much more in-depth looks into what they could be at the next level. But for now, guys, thank you for watching.